First, we're going to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to talk about Carson Wentz, his struggles, what made him good in the beginning, and you know, we're going to dive into that. We're just going to make that one of the lead, you know, focuses of the video. First, let's talk about the season that they had last year. We could look at a number of things. We could talk about Lane Johnson. That's another story. We could talk about the receiving core. That's another story. But we can really only look at one person in particular who we traded all who we could, you know, to get. And just last year, we had the opportunity to get, you know, Marcus Mariota, or probably not, but you know, Jameis Winston. But you look at those decisions to get those guys, and you know, I sit back and I wonder because you know, we had a lot of players out there. You know, you want to go character. You know, it's guys we missed like Martavius Bryant. Also, it's a lot of guys that even I was watching. Devontae Adams, for instance, too, who I was watching film on and actually studying, and I really fell in love with how he played. And you see now, you know, just last year, he had his breakout season. So, but it wasn't. I knew about that. You know what I mean? You know, I knew about that. But just looking at Carson Wentz, I think the first 3 games, it was crazy because he had no training for that. You know what I mean? He was injured. He didn't really have you know, all the training he needed in competition to, you know, in comparisons to say a Dak Prescott, for instance, you know, who came in and was actually, you know, who actually got a lot of time in the preseason after Tony Romo went down and found out that he was going to be out for an extended amount of time. So, you know, that was also a reason, you know, to look at what he did the first 2 games and all, because I felt like he came in just pure raw. You know what I mean? He was actually reading defense. You know, you watch ESPN, the analysts were actually pointing that out. That he was actually making reads and changing plays, you know, at the line of scrimmage. So, you know, just to see that from a young kid who we gave up a lot to get, you know, I think it was promising. And the offensive line played good too. And that was main reason number 1 too. I still like Jason Kelce. I don't know. You get rid of Jason Kelce, but who do you have after that? I don't really know. So we already slim at the offensive line in terms of depth. So I don't see what that means for Mark Ingram. I don't know. I really think if Ryan Matthews is not the workhorse, if he can come in and not be that vocal, that primary running back, I think he can have a good season. I don't think he needs all the carries that he had last year. Even though he was probably our best running back, but still, I think we need to use him and you know, use him like a Buckhalter. You know what I mean? Because Buckhalter was kind of a big, strong guy, kind of like him. So I think if we can use him like a Buckhalter, we can get you know, a guy, possibly any guy that we got in the draft. I didn't really focus on the draft, but I know that we got some good players. So, you know, that's also something that I really want to, you know, dab into, you know, about the guys that we do need to keep. And I think Jordan Matthews is a guy we need to keep. I think we need to let go of Torrey Smith. I don't think he was never one of my favorite players at all. I never really thought he was somebody you go to San Francisco and pretty much still don't do anything. But I don't think so. I do think we need to sign Jerry Maclin. I think he's somebody that we do need to consider. I think we do need to release Torrey Smith. I think like I've been hearing a lot of stuff, and I do see that, you know, Jerry Maclin was a good number 2 receiver. So I think him coming in, being a good number 2 receiver, I think that would be good for our team. And then plus it opens up the running game. So Jordan Matthews and whatever number 1 back that we will have to make our primary back. And, you know, with with Ryan Matthews doing some backyard work, I think we'll be fine. And defense, I think we added on defense too. I think we could have kept Benny Logan. I think he was a good player, you know. But I do think we could get better at the line, especially since we're going to a 4-3. So, you know, I do think that the move was pretty much, you know, really didn't need an explanation. But I do like the moves that Howie Roseman and the team made, and I think we need to be better. No point blank. You know, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, but I mean, it's kind of hard. You hope for Carson Wentz. You hope that he has success. You hope that he can be the player that we need him to be. You know, and it's kind of crazy because we gave up a lot for him, and that's pressure within itself to succeed. And I don't think we can put a solid enough team around us.
Purchase your tracks
look
today.
At Alshon Jeffrey. I hope he makes a difference, but you can't make a difference if you're not on the field. You know, I'm an avid Philadelphia Eagles fan. You know, I sat there and watched that whole Super Bowl, and you know, I hope that Patriots cheated because I think we could have won that game. But you know, to see us where we are, it's not where we're supposed to be. And seeing the Cowboys have success, it's fucked up.